Welcome everyone to an arena video. I'm Andrea Mengucci, and this video is sponsored you by Wizards of the Coast and channelfireball.com. Why do so many people play Grixis? I don't understand. I think that's because Nicol Bolas is a very cool history card. It's like same thing when people play Slivers or people play Goblins. Stuff like that. They just like the lore, the story, the cool things, the cool cards. Why do people play traditional ranked as opposed to normal ranked? The traditional ranked is best of 3, and that helps you in case you have tournaments. Like, let's say if you play PTQ or play, Mythic Championship like me, you need to play best of 3 Magic. Okay, so now it's a very important put us on the spot. I think I'm gonna go Hero just because if I go Tyrant's Corner on here, I'm just gonna probably lose. Come stai? Says Jose Iso. I'm good. Today, unfortunately, we got the votes results, and that was pretty sad. But other than that, I'm good. Alright, here I'm attacking. If our opponent wants to block and adapt, we have Tyrant's Corn to kill that. No, Mr. President! Why? Mr. President, I'll tell you this. If you'll stop playing Grixis, and you'll play other decks, I think next time you can beat me. No, I don't talk in Italian on the stream. What were the results from Italy? Basically, a racist and homophobic party came first by a very large margin. What are the tier 1 decks in this meta? Mono Red and Esper midrange. I think I have a comment saying tier 1. Yeah, see? There's a comment now. Alright, so opponent played a Crazies for 2. That's a pretty small Crazies. I'm not that afraid. I don't think they have Nisa, because if they had Nisa, they would have played last turn, right? But also they did Missile and Drop, so they have 5 permanents in their hand. What is it? What is their hand? That's very strange. I kind of just want to play this Nar set, but that would just get killed. Maybe they're going to go for another hero. I don't know exactly how to win this. I probably just need to eat land drop, so Thought Erasure will help. Hello, Alfred. Alright. What do we want to discard? Guess Frilled Mystic is my guess. Yep, Graveyard Disc, because I need lands. Without lands, it's very hard to win at Magic, the Gathering. Of course I'm joking, really nice to play against you. And thank you for the piece of advice. Nice. Hey Mango, do you still think meta will stabilize? Because I'm still waiting to spend my... What's WC good? What does that mean? What does that mean? Grixis, what's that? Ghost HS asked, is Grixis still competitive? I'm gonna tell you that Grixis was never competitive, my friend. Sorry for the news. Sorry for the bad news. Okay, opponent main phase the chemistry inside because they wanted to hit line drops, and they did. Okay, what do I want to do here? In order to win this game, I think I need to pressure my opponent. I'm going after a trade, which is pretty bad, but I think I will. And then I'm gonna play double hero. And then next turn, hopefully I'll play the fairy, make 2 tokens, and just go right away with the game. Oh, wild cards. Oh no, I might be rich, just because I won that event, but I am very tight with my expenses. Like, I really need to, make sure something happens before making my expense. Like, in order for me to cash a wild card, I need to be very, very, very afraid. For example, right now, I said I would have recorded with Grixis, but I'm still not doing it because I missed 2 wild cards from Nicol Bolas the Ravager, and I don't really want to do that. So if this deck was fun, then why does Shaharsha not play Grixis for 4 hours every stream? I don't know, DNG's brother. I can't answer everyone's mind. People like different things, as it was just explaining the election as well. Alright, I didn't draw land, unfortunately. I think I'm gonna just cash in my Nar set just because I want to make a play this turn. This is a pretty... Again, it's not a bad matchup. It's just this mana base is awful, okay? We're gonna lose a third of our games to our mana base. What is your position on Esper Control? Esper Control is not a deck, unfortunately. This is the closest you can get to Esper Control. It shows a... Only you can prevent Grixis piles, chat. Why? What? Very, very Tirkyo. I'm very, very Tirkyo indeed. What deck did Mengu win with? Mengu? Me? I usually never win so much. So, no decks. The only deck that I've won with, honestly, was... the only deck that I've won with was a 4-color Dreadhorde last week that got me to 71th place from like percentage number. But other than that, I'm gonna just concede this game, I think. There's been a change on Band Flash. I haven't played Band Flash in a while, yes. It's not that good, I think, against the 4-color Dreadhorde. I'm just gonna skip on my cards here. Oh, the Invitational, Esper Control, and White Weenie. White Control is good. Control is never good. No, Control is not good at all. How can you think Control is good? When the Fairy Time Rattler is around, Control can't be good. That's why you see no Control decks. Our deck is similar to a Control deck because we have Kaisbert in the sideboard and Hero Sync in the main deck. And you're gonna see us doing this. Like Hero Sync is needed to fight the Planeswalker decks, which is what's popular right now. But other than that, we're just gonna do the switch now and try to be a Control deck. But it's not really a Control deck because we don't play Absorb, Chemisters inside. Those cards right now are unplayable. Chemisters is unplayable because of Narset, and Dovin's Veto and Absorb are very hard to play because of Teferi. Okay, so I think I'm gonna discard. I'm gonna destroy. I'm gonna remove all the removal spell. I'm gonna cut all the removal spell. These Spark I think is gonna go in. Maybe not too many though. Maybe I'm keeping Tyrant because it just kills Hydroid Crazes. Do they deal with Binding? They probably don't deal with Binding. Also, this kills Vraska. I just want to have a bunch of answers to Vraska as well as answers to other stuff. I don't think. Sorry, I meant Nisa. I don't think I want more the other spell. I think this is a good sideboard. Oh, a lot of things that changed. The standard changes a lot. Teferi got printed mainly. But also, that was a best of one event. This is a best of 3. Control is very bad in best of 3 usually. Do you think Ascant has any place in the sideboard? No, I think Ascant is too bad against Vraska. It's also pretty slow. And also, there's like Field of Ruin as his trophy now, so it's even easy to answer it. You missed Pre-War Standard? Pre-War Standard, I think, was very good for Sultai, and, there wasn't really a tier 2. I think Sultai was just a tier 1. Whereas right now, we don't have a tier 1. Maybe Mono Red. That's fine. Yeah, don't worry, Siesta Sam. Okay, so Thought Erasure them. So we have a bunch of good Planeswalkers, but we have Elder Spell. I think I kind of just want to discard Biogenicus. It's Mono Red Super Stanzoli. That's not true at all. There's Esper. It's the tier 1, so that's one of the decks that you didn't mention for some reasons. Also, Mono White, it's a very strong deck. And also, I don't care if you don't like something. You're just welcome to play Hearthstone or other games. Or Limited, that's also that. Thank you for the insight and answer. You're welcome, Zenifarios. What's your opinion on Aristocrats deck? They're not very good, sorry. I also don't have a clue, so it's better if I don't say anything. Alright, I'll play Basilica Ballout. I like the new standard, changed a lot. Since you said BBD is the Master Esper hero, how come you didn't try his deck? I don't like Esper hero. I don't like Thief of Sanity. That's exactly what I don't like right now. I think Thief of Sanity has a very bad place right now in standard, and that's because of cards like Teferi. So I don't like that. I saw this list that is not running. I saw this list that is not running. Thief of Sanity instead plays Narset, and I was very happy, and I wanted to try it. New standard set will be what's that? I think Thief of Sanity is overrated. I mean, it was very good, but right now Teferi got printed, and it's so bad when you cast your spell that doesn't have an ATB effect. Okay, so I did that cool play, and I'm gonna go Elder Spell, killing both of their Planeswalkers. And I have a 3/4, as you can see, to block the Breeding Pool. If I had a 2/3, that would have been harder, Which is favorite deck right now. It's 4-color Dreadhorde. I mean, Teros are to your draft. Standard, whatever. I mean, standard. I think it's always fun. Like this is the one. This is one of the best standard I've been playing for a while. All right. I'll kill the Bajanikus, and now just hope they don't have, I don't know, good cards. Because they have a 3-4 and they have only 3-3. So if I had Elite Guard Mage, I would have probably died here. And instead they have a 3-4. You know? Alright, they adapt by tapping this. Maybe that was not in their plan. They probably wanted to tap differently. Make sure to view your the way the auto-tapper taps your lands. And now we're flooding, but that's reasonable since we play 26 lands in our deck. So yeah. What's your thought on Advil Predator? No, I don't think I don't think that's playable. Sorry. You want a 3/4 against 3 life against Mono Red. You don't want a 3/3 that just can't even block Chain Wheeler or Runaway Steamkin. I mean, you can block Runaway Steamkin, but you're just gonna trade. All right, do we draw some good cards? I have a Commanded Dreador to draw. That would be good. Yeah, People's Night Dice removal indeed. I would at least Cyber Thief. I don't know. I don't think so. Flood is real, yes, but this deck flood. I mean, this deck does not have any control on the top deck. It doesn't have any explorers, so you just flood and screw together. All right, we have 3 Chaos Wrath in our deck. I wouldn't mind drawing it. This spark doesn't have a target. I mean, I guess it does. It's just a specific amount. 3, 6, 9, 11. No, there's no such thing as land screw from our opponent. They play a 12 ram spells as well as 12 as well as like 24 lands. So like more than half of their deck is lands. It's very hard for them to flood. To screw, sorry. Your thoughts on Narset Reversal showing in the MPL? I think the Narset Reversal is too cute. Like it's an answer just for level 1 with level 0 players, I believe. Because if you have like in a beer match you sideboard in duress and you have Fort of Fairy in 4-color Dreadhorde, so it's just not a good card. Like sure you can win some games with Narset Reversal, but alright, can we get a Kaya's Wrath? Maybe we can even win if we get that. Alright, we lose instead. Good game. Alright, we got defeated, but I believe that post Cyborg should be a good matchup. I still don't know exactly how to Cyborg, because of course I just picked up this deck 2 hours ago, but let's see how it continues. Esper Hero would be a perfect deck if it has Traded in it. Yeah. I mean, I don't even think so, yeah, honestly, because you kind of just, in this deck, you kind of just don't want to do many creatures because you have Narset. You hear PVDR saying that he thinks Italian food is bad. I don't care. I can't hear anyone saying things, you know? Do you still think the 4-color record is good? Yeah, I think a 4-color record is the best deck, yes. Especially since, because like the thing is that people want to play fair decks in general in Magic, right? Like Esper is probably the most played deck by far. Or what are we playing against? Alright. I guess I'm gonna just discard either Vivian or Find. It's probably gonna be Vivian. But that Find either would be very good indeed. Do they have a cast down? They don't. I kinda wanna just top this then. Yeah, I'll top this. You're one of the coolest in MTG. Thank you, Jose Izo. Is a red-white deck a bad matchup for red-white deck? Red deck win. What? Do you like this deck? Not too much. Not too much. I think I like it fine. Alright, do I want to just also kite this Wildgrowth Walker? Does that would mean that a hero just loses value, but they also have Seeker Squire to make this a 2/4. I think it's fine. I think it's fine. I just want to make value off my hero. They would just play Super Friends deck. I've never liked Super Friends deck. I think it's too weak against Elder Spell. Red deck wins is a bad matchup for 4-color. Yes, it is. Red beats 4 colors. That's a Bola Citadel deck for sure. There is for sure, yes. But it's not here. Alright, the Fairy. Great draw. Alright, we go Basilica Bellhound. They can now discard like Autumn and just bounce it back. And just find back 2 things. But we have now a 3/4 that once again is better than a 2/3. What is bad against red? Esper is the best deck against red. And also why, red I don't think it does too well all over because Esper is actually the most played. Do you think Desper Kibler is a cutie? I don't care. I don't know. Whatever. um, what's up? What's up? What's up? All right, we got the fairy. I think I'm gonna just draw a card. I have a big board, and thanks to hero, Planeswalkers gets better. That's why I decided to top hero because hero is very good in this deck, and that's why you play this deck over a control deck because hero is a very powerful card in decks like this. And no attacks. What is the reason for the massive decrease in white weenie? It's mono red. Mono red is very good against white, and that's the massive reason in decrease. Okay, I'm gonna trade. I could chump block, but I think I'm just gonna trade. Bad midrange with Explorer, Pocket Shell, and Lyra. Yeah, bad midrange could beat mono red, sure. Probably bad midrange for me that is a little bit too bad against unfair decks. In general, like if you put Frill Mystic in your deck, then you're very weak to the fairy. And you shouldn't be weak to the fairy in a creature-based deck, you know? So, and without Frill Mystic, you're bad against the combo decks. It's kind of like, you know, a lot of, I decided to not find, that's weird. Why did you do that? Alright, I have Dovin's Veto, so I'm just gonna go Narset, since I'm gonna untap 2 blue lands there. Alright, I got Command the Dreadlord, I'm on 21 life, we're gonna just win the game here. And that's why Command the Dreadlord physically can sit in every deck. How do you explain Esper still showing up in the LPL? Esper? Which kind of Esper? Esper Aggro, it's fine. It's one of the most played deck overall. I just don't think it's very good, but it's still one of the most played deck. Esper Control, it's not played at all. Who's playing Esper Control still? Who's playing Esper Control? Current standard doesn't seem like there's room for midrange. Why not? This deck is a midrange deck. Salvato is like 1-4. Siggy? Did Siggy run it back? I don't know. Unfortunately, I'm sorry for Siggy. Okay, they're attacking with both on my... Alright. Let's triple block this. I don't mind if the fairy goes down. And yeah, the fairy can go down to 3. How do you feel about Mono Green Crucible War deck? I would never play such a deck, but if you want to have fun. Like, the thing is that in Magic you can just play a deck to have fun, and that's it. Whereas we try to win as much as possible. Alright, yeah, so I'm gonna just go for Command Dreadlord here. Not many things in the graveyards, but it's gonna be okay. 5, 7, 10, 12. Alright. So we go to 5, but then we get a ton of life here, and they concede. How do you feel? I already answered that. I should have said non-Super Friends midrange. I mean, is this a Super Friends midrange? This is Esper. I mean, it's not Super Friends. Play 12 Planeswalkers. If you don't play 12 Planeswalkers, you're making a mistake in this format. So it's just average number of Planeswalkers. I think I kind of say the Super Friends deck are whenever you play Sarkhan. That's a deck just based on Planeswalkers. Whereas here, it's just good cards. Midrange deck are usually good cards. How do you feel about your deck choices for the MPL? What's the question exactly? Played for Colin Dreadlord last week. I'm very happy with it. I can't tell you what I played this week because it's not published yet until Thursday. Alright, what do we want here? We want... so what are we against, actually? We're playing against... I don't even remember what we're playing against. Oh, yeah, Sultai, whatever. I'm gonna go Kaya's Wrath over Hero. I think that's a natural change that you do very often. I'm gonna go Command the Dreader literally in every slow matchups. I think one other spell, it's the least you can play, not more. I could cut... actually, this is 60. I think Dovin's Veto is fine. Opponent does not play the Fairy, so I like Dovin's Veto. And, yeah, I don't think I want anything else. Maybe I should play D-Spark over, like, a removal spell. Over, like, a Tyrant's Core. No, I think this is fine. Let's go with this. Mike Sirigrist also brought Esper Control. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry for Mike. All I can tell you. I don't know. How do it feels like some LPL players aren't really trying. Yeah, I kind of agree with you. And that's also pretty sad. Is this better deck in best 1 or best of 3? I can't answer you, my friend. I don't know. I don't know about best of 1. I can't tell you. Why cut Hero over Bellhound? I think Bellhound has a big body. so it can just stop some boards, and also just makes card advantage on its own, you know. Whereas hero, it just plays very bad with Wrath because you're basically just playing a deck that trying to. You're basically just playing a deck that's trying to do swarm the board, and then you play Wrath in it. You can't. You can't. They're not really risky. They just play the same deck over and over. It's not really risking it. If you're risking it, you try and you change your decks. Okay, so they have Trostine on top of their deck. Not a card that I particularly like, because sure it can get some cards, but it only can only get back planeswalkers. Sorry, creatures, not planeswalkers, which is a pretty big deal, I would say. And this is why I like Kaya's Wrath over. Okay, so what do we want to do here? Do I just want to play Thought Erasure? Because if they just go... No, actually, you know what? I don't care about their Trostani next turn. I'm just going to go Kaya's Wrath here, and even if they play Land Trostani, I play Bellhound, and the Bellhound just stops Trostani in total. What is Grix's worst matchup? Probably just every deck. The risk getting out... Oh, the risk getting out of the MPL. I think that weekly MPL sure gives pro points. Mythic points, it sure does. It sure does. But it also just not that many pro points. Only 2 mythic points per win. I think the MPL it just decided at the mythic championship, like both paper and arena. That's where the points are. The weekly are still fine. 2 mythic points per win. It's something, but it's not that much. And the buy, it's in the buy you get. It's honestly just some like, it's not a big deal. All right, here I prefer to go to Fairy over Basilica Bellhound. I really dislike Finale of... Ooh, that's a great draw. It's a very good draw. Alright, I'm gonna go to his veto. Keeping my Teferi around. And we keep on drawing, and... I mean... There's a lot of cards that I disagree with in my opponent's deck. So whenever you get a percentage, it's very hard to play against. I don't know. This is one of the problems with Arena sometimes. Once you get down, it's very hard to just play against good decks. Not saying that my opponent deck is bad. I'm just saying that's not a tier 1. So sometimes you just must practice against like Esper Red, just get Planeswalkers, and they just don't show up. You know. Alright, Basilica Bellhound is doing very well for me these games. I used to just not like it, but he does overperformed a lot. Especially its 4 toughness against cards like Nissa has been over, very, very strong. Sure, like drawing cards is great as well, but yeah, whatever. Let's just cast our cards. I just want to win this game. You think the meta is anywhere near being established? Yeah, it might be. It might be. There's just a bunch of unfair decks, and they just have polarized matchups, and there's not much you can do about it. But other than that, the metagame is fine. I think we do have tier 1s right now. In the form of Monored and Esper mid. Will there be a relegation from the MPL? I wonder. What does that mean? Sorry. What does relegation from the MPL mean? Was it the problem with Basilica is it sometimes can't be casted very well. You practice standard Moto anymore? No, I haven't touched the Moto standard in a very long time. There was also a Magical Line Championship yesterday, but I did not participate in. Like people not playing next year? Yeah, of course. There has to be. There has to be a change. There has to be. Oh, I hope for like 16 people changes. I really hope for a change, in order for other players to just get in. Wow, compared against the 11 number. I guess Magic Arena said, you know what, Mango, I heard you. You went to play against a good player, and here you got it. So opponent on the 11 number, we are 11 as well, but there's also 35 after it. I'm going to keep this very bad hand, but as I said, you have to keep bad hands in the deck. Favorite cards from Modern Horizon so far? I don't have it yet, quite yet. Let me make it a little bit think more. But what's the reason do people take risks to play bad decks? I agree. I mean, if they play... Yeah. Alright, so they're playing Wildgrowth Walker in blue-green. Maybe they're playing for color Dreadhorde, which is a very bad matchup for us. Hopefully not, though. Alright, so it looks like it's Sultai Dreadhorde. Alright, so what do we want to discard? I probably just want to discard Jade Light. I do think that Tamio is very good. But Jade Light makes so that becomes a 3-5. Probably should just discard Tamio here, guys. I don't know. I can't even play Narset next turn. I could play a 3-4. A 3-4 should just block it all. I'm not gonna discard Tamio. Tamio is super strong in these matchups. Alright. Had I not discard Tamio, I discarded the other one of the top this starter ratio. Maybe I'm still topping it though. Am I? Because this discards this is tough. This discards starter ratio. I think I'm gonna top this, yes. Because next turn I'm gonna probably just play Basilica Bellhound, but the next turn I'm gonna play Thought Erasure, probably. Got at least for Gruul. No, I don't. I have 6-2 with Gruul. Nice. As a good pairing, for example, versus for Color Command. What? For Color Command? Easy. Whatever. I know. Okay. So next turn I could play Crazes, but if it's just a X1 Crazes, I don't mind it. So I'm gonna play Basilica Bellhound here. Very strange I didn't attack with a 3-5, by the way. Alright, they pass. 3, 6, okay. This should be done in a sec now. I'm going to tap differently. I want to be able to. I don't know why Arena taps all the blue sources all the time. Blue is always the most important color. Don't tap my blue. The question is, Command the Dreadhorde. I have 2 in my deck right now. I mean, you can just go exclamation mark deck. In their deck, I really don't like Sultai. So I don't know what to tell you. I think Sultai it's a mid range. It's a mid between combo and mid range, and it just does both badly. You find me through YouTube? Nice. Very nice. Are you having more fun with Sultai or the band? Sultai? Definitely not Sultai. As I said, I really dislike Sultai. I think 4 color is much better. And Band was good back then, but I don't think right now it's playable anymore because the unfair decks are too strong. Like Command the Dreadhorde is too strong against you. Alright, so we easily defeated number 11. So the number 11 is gonna get, well, maybe they drew Command the Dreadhorde now and they're gonna actually win. No, they're on 8 life, they can't win. Seems like Command can go in every deck that plays black. Yes, it does, yes. Alright, got gain 6 life back, and it's still another Command. Wow, I can actually lose this game maybe? No, they're just dead this turn. Oh no, they are not dead this turn. Alright, opponent, you're actually you're actually fighting me here. I appreciate you there. But hopefully they just lose too much life this turn that they're not gonna be able to do anything next turn. So I'm gonna go -3 on here. Oh, no, actually I win. I have lethal. Burger King number 11, yes. -3 on here. Bounce that there. Yeah, Narset was great. I love Narset. And we attack. Alright. Good game. What is Drew best 2 drop? I don't know. I really like... Wow, we gained 500 position or something. Is Mono White still good? I don't think it's that good because of the lack of... the big presence of Mono Red. And, it's still not great against Esper. It's fine against Esper mid. It's not great. It's only good. It was... Like, when I was playing Mono White, I was praying on, on Civic Nexus, and the deck just disappeared. So without that deck around, I don't know why you should play... Wow, we're comparing it at 88%. We're comparing it against number 11, and then immediately after, against 88%. That's fine. That is indeed fine. Fine. I got crushed by Nexus in the MCQ. Yeah. Did the Nexus win, though? Probably didn't. Morning, 3RPD. How will you be? Cool. We're cool. We're live since 2 hours 30. I had a good weekend. And now I'm back to streaming. I played Pauper yesterday. I kind of crushed the event. My deck was So strong. I just love to play it. It was instant spread with 4 accumulated knowledge. No gush. I felt, I felt, just I felt that my deck was just superior to the other decks. I really love it. I really loved it. Your MCQ is just because Super Friends one. Yeah, yes, just because Super Friends is a very good deck. All right, guys, check out this now. We have a very good hand against red. Bazooka Bellhound, Oath of Kaya, Tyrant's Corn. Wow, this hand is just perfection. We even have the other spell to kill. Would your Mystic Invitational we need X to be? No, it can't. It can't. It's too old. The deck list is hidden, my friend. I don't know why it's not showing it. The MTG bot is not very good sometimes. I think you have to just leave us a space after you go exclamation mark deck. Okay, what do you want to do here? I'm going to play just Oath of Kaya. I think that's better than playing Teferi. I'm gonna Oath of Kaya. Do they have any spell in the graveyard? No, they don't. I'm gonna Oath of Kaya the Viashino Pyromancer. Any link for the Dreadhorde deck Mango was running? No. No link for you, but you can get an article, I guess. Get an article of my 4-color Dreadhorde deck. Alright, I play Chain Whirler. And they attack me. So what I want to do now, it's maybe just a Fairy Bounce this guy. The way that I lose just very little life. I don't lose that many life. I also just don't shock myself. I really don't want to shock myself. Also, if they have like Chandra or whatever in their hand, they can cast both if they draw land. Alright, I replay Chain Whirler, and sure, they killed my Teferi, but it wasn't the plan. It wasn't the plan. Okay. Now, what do I want to do? I could go Basilica Bellhound. That would be, I think, a pretty good play. Do you get cube decklists from somewhere, or do you make them yourself? Cube card list? Oh, we made our cube list. I made very long ago. It's not really updated anymore. We don't cube that much as we used to do back. Since I got into the MPL, we are cubing way less now. Alright, so Basilica Bellhound, as you see, is gonna pick apart a Firebrand. I did discard it like a Firebrand. So basically, if it was an elite card, make sure it would have drawn one more card, but opponent would have also had a 1/1 in play. Okay, so we could have some play here. One is to Thought Erasure them, because they have to have a spell here. So I'm gonna actually just Thought Erasure them first, and then probably just gonna go to Fairy Bounce. So Thought Erasure them, the Chandra, that's very nice. And Isolated Chapel is actually not bad, because next turn I can go to Fairy, bounce the Oath of Kaya, and used it. So what I'm gonna do this turn is playing Teferi, and I think I'll try to just bounce Oath of Kaya. Yeah, no, actually I'm gonna do that. I'll prefer doing that play. I'm gonna bounce Oath of Kaya. Now, draw a card. So next turn, I'll play land as well, yes. So next turn, I have 6 mana, so I can go Oath of Kaya and Teferi. So as you can see, we just gained so much life this game. You want to start cubing with your friends. I think a good list is MTGO list. You just proxy it all, and you just play with your friends. Remember to play for fun, no stakes. We do 3v3, I think that's the best. Okay, I drew 4 Teferi Time Raveler, so I can just spew them away, and that's just the best thing of Teferi Time Raveler. I think I'm just gonna Teferi Time Raveler again, bounce my Oath of Gaia. I think just this recursion will be unbeatable for my opponent. And this is why I love this list, because it's playing 3 Oath of Gaia, 4 Teferi. You have to play 3v3, I think, or 2v2. I think team events are the best limited practice. Alright, they want to make this pre-combat because this way they enlarge the Gitu Lava Runner. So that was a very cool play from my opponent. What's the point of running snow-covered lands as opposed to just basics in Eternal formats? That cuter. Okay, I'm on 9 life. They've lighted up the stage now. Okay. Hopefully they don't find a 1-drop because I really want to... Alright, they don't. They find a Frenzy though. That's annoying. I have a Dovin's Veto for that. So I'm gonna just go Oath of Kaya, kill the Steamkin, and pass the turn because I need to Dovin's Veto the Frenzy. I think I gained like, I don't know, 50 life this game or something. Why not bounce first? What's that? What was the question? Adris Real? Alright, I got Dovin's Veto. It's very good. And I keep on drawing Oath of Kaya. That's very nice. This is the last Teferi. So what do I want to do here? I'm on 10 life. I could just go to Teferi, bounce this again. Yeah, I think I'll do it. I don't care if the last Teferi leaves. I drew 4 Teferi this game. Wow. It's pretty brutal. Like, if I had not drawn Kai Oath of Kai, I don't know how this game would have been. Spot Moon turn off no lands. No, it doesn't. They wondered why not bounce Chain Whirler, then thought of Razor. I don't know. I really felt like they had a 4-drop in their hand because they had 3 lands for a while, and when they had double red, they didn't cast anything. If they had a spell, they would have played it to enlarge the Gitula Varana, so they couldn't have a burn spell. So all they could have had was a 4-drop. Okay, what to do now? Probably just play Teferi, pump it, plus it, and just basically the only way I can lose now is an Experimental Frenzy. I said to concede, but Experimental Frenzy can still win these games. Okay, I definitely want D-Spark. I want Crowd the Carnarium. I want Lyra Dawnbringer, and I want Ixalan's Binding. What do I don't want? Commander Dreadhorde, and maybe I don't know about Liliana, we'll see. I can cut Narsets. I'll cut the Elder Spell. Despite they have Chandra, it's not gonna be a problem. I'm gonna keep Dovin's Veto in. I think all the 2-drop are important. All the 3-drop are important. Despite we have Hero Pasinquan, we still won't cry. Hero Pasinquan still does an important role of just making them answer it. So even if it's got 2 cards, one could be Liliana. The problem with this deck against red is flooding. I think I'm gonna make this play. I'm gonna cut 1 Teferi. I think I'm gonna cut 1 Teferi because of Lyra. I'm not sure about Liliana though. This spark here is just for the draw engine, yes. This spark, but this spark is very important for this, because the way you lose isn't usually to creatures; it's to their draw engines, like Chandra and Frenzy. Maybe we could have 1. I'm gonna cut Liliana, but 26 lands I think are too many right now. Maybe we should go down to 25 in this matchup. I'm gonna cut a blue land. Which kind of land though? Blue-white, I think. So I'm gonna cut a Glacial Fortress. And I'm gonna put in 1 card. What's the best card out of my sideboard? Could be Kaya's Wrath. As I said, it's Hero and Cry. I think this matchup is fine. Usually, as I said, you want to board out Hero when you have removal spells, master removal spells. But in this matchup, Hero very easily dies. So what it does is basically just a 2-drop that you can pair with on 4 to make a 1/1 for free, or you can just use them as a way to interact with your opponent on turn 2. Why people are still putting 2 Gideons? Gideon is good against he was good against Nexus and Control decks. Those decks don't exist anymore. I would not play Gideon, yes. Cut a land and bring it to rest. I really dislike Duress. I don't like Duress against red. I didn't really lower my curve too much because I boarded in 2 Lyras. BBD removes all the hero. Okay, that makes sense, but look at my hand right now, okay? Just look at my hand. Let's see what I draw now. Alright, look at my hand. It's very good that they have a 2-drop. Because even if my opponent just has a burn spell, okay, they still have to interact with me. Just making a 2/2 is basically the same thing in limited. Even if you have to play maybe a 2/2 or 2 red, just to interact. Because now my opponent, had to spend a spell that maybe, they wouldn't. They would have played like a Chain Whirler or something else. So I think even if it's a not very good card like Hero, I think it's still needed because it's a 2-drop. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was very sad to have to leave, but I had... So basically what happened yesterday in the Pauper tournament is that I made the finals without losing a match in the Switzerland finals, but I had to leave because I had a dinner with my girlfriend and other friends at 9, and, I couldn't, I didn't want to be late for that, and I just dropped in the finals. But it's okay. I really had a lot of fun, and this is good. This is Mentana Mengucci Marathon. Okay, now we have to shock ourselves to put Basilica Bellhound into play. And if we had not played a Hero Pasinquan on turn 2, we could have played it on top lane this turn. So one of the reasons, to not be playing 2-drop is that you play top lane instead. I think I am going to shock myself this turn to play Basilica Bellhound. They could have a Lava Coil though. It's very sad. Maybe I'm just gonna go Tyrant Scorn here. Maybe I'm actually gonna do that. I think shocking myself to gain 3 life, it just doesn't make sense to me. So we're gonna pass the turn here. Good morning. How are you? Hello, little two socks. Oh, I'm fine. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You heard it here first. Yes. Yeah, I mean, I was happy. I stayed there the whole time. I played the tournament. I left my town at 10 a.m. and I returned at 9 p.m. I think I've played enough Magic for that day. So I just dropped in the finals. What should I play at the paper MCQ this weekend? My favorite deck is four color Dreadhorde, but that requires a lot of practice. The deck is very hard to play. So if you're not very familiar with the deck, just play Esper Midrange or Mono Red. Those are the two best decks. You can't Teferi bounce Oath. I want to do that, all in the same turn. So I was happy with my play this turn. The thing is that I don't want to lose 2 life that turn. I'm on the draw, so I just want to preserve my life totals. Okay, they discard Chain Whirler. Very happy with that. Basilica Bellhound doing a lot of good job. A lot of good job. Can you play your Dreadhorde deck? I played all last week. For the whole last week, I played Commanded Dreadhorde. So you can just watch my VODs on YouTube. Hopefully they're up already. Or just my VODs on Twitch. As you can see now, my opponent had to point the lightning strike on me. Despite I was on 16. I'm not a fan of that play. But that's just what happened. Okay? And that's just a play that I. Okay, I'm gonna make this block. I don't care if they have a shock. Or whatever they have. I'm just gonna take my 2-for-1 here. And if I had a good guard mage, it wouldn't have done so much value as it did. Okay, so I'm gonna play Drone at Catacomb. I unfortunately don't gain life by bouncing my Oath of Kaya, but I'm still gonna kill the Tibalt. Tibalt is very annoying for, decks like this that try to just gain advantage. And also they're gonna kill the fairy afterwards, but that's okay with me. I don't wanna gain 3 life. That's pretty bad. What do you say? Non-potable water? Okay, so they play Chain Whirler. That's gonna die to my Oath of Kaya, and I will gain life. Alright, that's a good draw. Yeah, I think this time around I'm gonna shock myself to play Basilica Bellhound. I think they have a land in hand. Or a 4-drop. Kindling Phoenix. Wow. These Basilica Bellhound guys have been insane. Have been very, very good. I'm very happy with them today. I was not sure, but now I'm very happy with them. Do you practice decks with other MPL players? Yes, my partner is Javier Dominguez. We just put up a clinic in this match. It was, a very, very sharp victory.